Hi friends, welcome you all. In the previous lecture, we have discussed the FDI concept and its definition and the types of FDI, vertical, horizontal, and its related concept, the formal definition. With continue to that, today I am going to discuss and explain you the various inflow of FDI, means the inflow of FDI from different countries and sector wise inflow of the FDI. Let us refresh or review the previous concept we have learned in the last lecture. That is, what is FDI? That is foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment is made by a firm or individual in one country into business interest located in the other country or another country. So generally FDI takes place when an investor establishes foreign business operation or acquire foreign business asset in the foreign company. So FDI are distinguished from portfolio investment, in which an investor merely purchase equities of foreign based companies. So we distinguished between the portfolio investment and FDI, foreign direct investment. Portfolio investment is just the investment in the equities and debt instruments on the stock exchanges, and it is merely just purchase of financial assets of that particular company. But foreign direct investment is in the direct business, in the direct operation of the business, so it is called foreign direct investment. So there is the difference between FII, foreign institutional investment, that is portfolio investment, and foreign direct investment. The formal definition we have discussed in the last lecture, given by IMF and OECD. Direct investment reflects the aim of obtaining a lasting interest by a resident entity of one economy, that is we call direct investor, in an enterprise that is resident in the another economy, that is the direct investment enterprise. So the lasting interest means the existence of a long term relationship between the direct investor and the direct investment enterprises, so that the uh, significant degree of influence on the management of the uh, uh, direct investment enterprises. So there is the long term relationship between direct investor and direct investment enterprises. So it is not just can the FDI cannot be withdrawn in the short term, like the foreign institutional investment, where the financial asset can be sold in a one night. Foreign direct investment is not like that. Foreign direct investment made by one company into another located in other country. FDI are actively utilized in open market rather than closed market for investor. So there are different type: horizontal, vertical, and conglomerate, and these are the types of FDI. So in the last lecture we have discussed this. Horizontal is establishing the same type of business in another country, and vertical is related, but uh, and it is a same type of business but in a related business. So vertical FDI is the related to that particular business, and conglomerate is a unrelated business venture. So these are the three types of FDI. Let us discuss today the distribution of foreign direct investment equity inflow in India for financial year 2020 by sector wise. So the amount is in the billion Indian rupees. So if we look at the graph, then on the y-axis you will find the different sectors of the economy, and on the x-axis you will find the FDI amount in billion Indian rupees. So if you observe the graph, then you will find service sector attracts more investment than any other sector. So service sectors got 554 billion Indian rupees foreign direct investment. Following that, computer hardware and software getting 542.5 billion dollar of sorry billion 542 billion rupees FDI. So the top sector is the service sector. If you look at the bottom, then you will find only 36.5% of 5 billion Indian rupees FDI getting into drug and pharmaceuticals. Then trading getting 320 billion rupees, telecommunication getting 309, have the fourth rank sector wise. Then hotel and tourism, then automobile industry, infrastructure activity. So here you will find the agricultural and allied activities not getting any FDI. So construction and development getting 43 billion rupees, chemical and other fertilizers. Here you can find the primary sector, chemical and other fertilizers, other than fertilizers, sorry. So fertilizers are not getting here the FDI, only chemicals getting 74.92 billion rupees of FDI. So this is the overall picture of FDI sector wise in the financial year 2020 by different sectors. So service sector is at the top. If we add some more component into service sector, then you will find the amount will increase. That is telecommunication come under service sector, but here shown differently. Then the trading activity, hotel and tourism also can come under service sector. Automobile industry, that is manufacturing sector, getting only 197 billion rupees of FDI. So this is the source of source of this data is Statista 2020. So you will find the source on the internet. So this is the overall picture of FDI sector wise in Indian financial India in the financial year 2020. If we analyze it, the service sector in India received the highest share in FDI, amounting over 554 billion Indian rupees in this financial year. This sector includes finance, banking, insurance, and other non-financial sector like research and development, testing, analysis, and outsourcing. The computer and hardware come second, amounting to almost 320 billion Indian rupees in this fiscal year. Service sector in limelight. All in all, the business services sector in the country seemed to be faring very well in terms of attention from foreign investors. One possible reason for this could be because almost 56% of the registered foreign companies in India under this sector. So foreign companies are more in this sector. So obviously the FDI is coming more in this sector. Out of this, most companies were registered in the state of Maharashtra. So state of Maharashtra getting more share in the FDI under because these the registered foreign companies registered in most of the companies registered in Maharashtra, followed by the capital city of Delhi, indicating a good business trajectory. Now look at the picture where here the foreign direct investment flows in India country wise or so industry wise we have seen the country wise foreign direct investment. This is the published document by Reserve Bank of India. uh, date is 29 August 2019. You will find in on the Reserve Bank of India website. If we look at the here the million US dollar million, the amount shown in the US dollar million. So data shown from 2014-15 to 2018-19. uh, Here P is mentioned. P means the provisional. So total FDI, if we look, the 24,000 million US dollar was in 2014-15. It is increased continuously the day by day from 2014-15 to 2018-19. In the 4 year of span, you will find that the increase is from about uh, 13 million US dollar about. So it is a 38,000 million US dollar. Then every year the FDI is increasing. Here the sudden jump is from 2014-15 to 2015-16. In 2014-15 it was 24 million US dollar. It is suddenly jumped to 36 1,068 million US dollar. In 2016-17, 17-18 and 18-19, the FDI increasing, but the growth is slow. Country-wise, let us analyze the country-wise FDI in India. The Singapore has the most FDI in India. In 2000, currently it is 14,000 million US dollar. It was in the 2014-15, it was just 5,000 million US dollars. Second place is the Mauritius. So Mauritius is very small country. Despite Mauritius invest in India, on the second place, it has second place. It is investing 6,000 million US dollar in India. It was just 5,000 million dollar in 2014 15. If we look the year 2016-17, then it was 13,000 million, and in 2017-18 also it was 13,000 million, but in 2018-19 it is decreased to 6,000 million dollar. USA has the third place in the FDI in India. It has 2,000 million US dollar. So this is the top 15-16 countries are there which invest in India. So in this year also Singapore have highest FDI in India, followed by Mauritius. So USA, Japan, Netherlands, United Kingdom, these are the Germany, then Canada, France, Switzerland. These are the major countries have in the top 15 countries list. But the small countries Singapore and Mauritius have highest FDI in India. So this was the overall picture, country wise and country wise flow of FDI in India. So what is the latest picture in 2019-20? FDI in India jumped, overall FDI in India jumps 13% to record $49.98 billion in 2019-20. So foreign direct investment in India grew by 13% to a record of $49.97 billion in the 2019-20 financial year. So this is the according to official data. The country had received FDI of $44.36 billion during April-March 2018-19. So there is the growth in FDI in India in the 2019-20. So the maximum FDI inflow attracted by service sector, that is dollar 7.85 billion. Computer and software hardware dollar 7.67 billion in 2019-20. Then telecommunication dollar 4.44 billion. Trading dollar 4.57 billion. Automobile dollar 2.82 billion. Construction and chemicals, so the chemicals have less foreign direct investment, as we have analyzed previous picture also. So this is the current status of FDI in India in 2019-20. The Department for Promotion of Industry and External Trade given this data. So the source of data is from Department of Promotion and Industry and Internal Trade. Singapore have, as I told you already, Singapore emerged as the largest source of FDI in India during the last fiscal with dollar 14.67 billion investment, and also the second place held by Mauritius, followed by Singapore. Mauritius has a dollar 8.24 billion dollar of investment. After that, the Netherlands, US got fourth place now. It had third place, but Netherlands acquired the third place to invest in India. Netherlands invest dollar 6.5 billion in India. US at the fourth place. US invest dollar 4.22 billion. Then Cayman, Iceland, Japan also uh, uh, reduced its place. Sorry, Japan, the Cayman Island got the upper position than Japan. Then France have the 1.89 dollar billion of FDI. So this was the just picture of country wise and sector wise FDI in the previous period and in the current the last 2019-20 fiscal year, financial year. So FDI is important as the country requires major investment in its infrastructure and in other sectors also to boost the boost growth and development process. So friends, that much in this today's lecture. You can read more on the internet. Yeah, I will send you notes also. If you have any queries, doubt, then let me know, and mention your name and roll number in the comment box so that I will get your attendance, and subscribe this channel so that you will get the videos on your notification. So thank you very much. See you in the next lecture.